Hi everybody, Happy New Year. It's Karen. Welcome to Tuesday Tuneups. I am back. It's the new year and away we go. You know, this is a time when we all believe like, wow, we're getting this new lease on life, right? We've decided this arbitrary date is going to be the day that we start new and, spiff up our shoes and wash our hands and our face and kind of move forward. So, I mean, that's kind of what I do. So it's the first shower of the year. Anyways, what I wanted to say was that one of the things that's so interesting about this time is that we usually have this kind of jetpack on our back and this hope and all these wonderful things for about 2 weeks. And then we kind of come back into the way we used to do things because really we picked an arbitrary date and we didn't really have a lot to back it up on. So, or back it up with, excuse me. So what I want to do today with you is help you create and have this excitement to move forward and also make it something that can be sustained by you so that you can go, hey, this is really cool. There are things I did last year that I want to change, and maybe I want to clean out my closets, maybe I want to, get a new wardrobe, maybe I want to do my business differently. I'm not really sure what it is, but I want to do something new to make a change. And so let me come into your space. Just say yes if that's okay. We'll make sure that all this energy and information comes to you in all languages, all levels, so that it leaves no stone unturned inside your subconscious mind. Okay, good job. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do here is clear all the energy you have that doesn't belong to you, that never belonged to you, that's in your body and in your space. So let's do that. And just watch that leave. So any of this other yuck that might come from just what's going on in the world, negative things that are going on in the world, maybe negative things that are going on in your family or your friends. All right. Good job. Ooh, I can feel that. And then let's also release all harmful radiation that might be in your body that we want to protect ourselves against 5G, against Wi-Fi, against all of those EMFs that are out in our world more than ever. There we go. Good job. Good job. Ooh, okay, there it goes. All right, so we're starting off the new year fresh. And so let's let you know what that feels like. That the first thing actually that comes up is about lifting regrets. So think about the things that you regret from last year. Could be from your life. I'm not gonna judge you one way or the other. Just whatever comes up is like the top, regret you have. And we'll do 3 regrets, okay? 3 top regrets. And think about that regret, and let's give you guys understanding on regretting that, because regret means that we're holding on to it, right? We're holding on and we don't want to let go because we're beating ourselves up with it, like, God, I wish I hadn't said that, whatever that is, and we're in this like punishment loop, right, with ourselves. So let's let you know the truth on punishing yourself over and over and over again, and show you that. So your subconscious wants you to learn something, and so let's show you how to, what it feels like from God's perspective, to learn your lessons so you can move on wiser with the knowledge you were meant to learn from whatever action happened. Okay. So you can go, oh, okay, I don't have to do that again. I can go. But when we hold on to the regrets actually become like magnets. And then we just keep coming back and hitting the same wall over and over and over again. We want to stop that right here, okay? So let's have Source teach you what you were meant to learn from whatever actions you took that caused the regret. There we go. I love how I just come in here and just, everybody out there who listens to this, it just comes right in what you want. So thank you so much. And also, you can also actually go into the Facebook in the comments and make your own requests too, and then I can look at that before I come in for these morning healings. All right. Like my nice my nice husky voice this morning? I actually feel okay, so all right. So, and then let's pull all the hooks, cords, and attachments you have to keeping these regrets. This regret. There we go. Woo! And then show you how to parent yourself in a way that you can learn from your mistakes and move on empowered from the experience. And if there's something you need to make right with somebody else, let's just open you up to insight on how to do that and give you God's insight into how to do that, okay? All right. Beautiful. Yay! All right. So, regret number 2. Just think of something comes up for you. Let's give you God's understanding on what you were meant to learn from this regret. Okay. There we go. And also have God show you what you were meant to learn from whatever actions took place that caused you to regret this or decide that it was regrettable. Okay? Beautiful. Yay. And I'm getting this picture of like, this is something like you're holding onto your ankles. So it's very difficult for you to move forward with these regrets. Good job. And let's have a God source, pull all the hooks, cords, attachments you have to this regret, to holding on to the regret. There we go. And send those to God's light. Good. Yay, yay, yay. Just watching them float up. And just open you up to the insight if there's something that needs to be made right by it and how you can make that right with this person or the situation or yourself. Maybe something you did yourself. Ooh, that's a good one. There we go. And let's have God heal this regret and lift it out of your body, out of your space. But it's okay that it's safe too, that it's possible too. And the first one too. There we go. Just allow those to float up and say thank you for your service. It stuck around so you could figure out what to do. You could figure out the lesson. Now it can go. Beautiful. Nice. Yay. Good. Okay. And now let's do the third one. Think of the third regret. Okay. All right. There it goes. Let's give you guys understanding on why you have it, what you were meant to learn from holding on to it. There we go. And also, where is it? What you were meant to learn from those actions or that action that caused you to regret or trigger regret in you. What were you meant to learn from God's perspective? Okay, good. Yay, good job. Woo! And show you that you can parent yourself in a way that's effective and loving without holding on to this regret. That it's okay for you to stop punishing yourself with this regret and pull all the hooks, cords, and attachments you have to holding on to this regret. Teach you what you were meant to learn from the action that triggered the regret. There we go. Good. Yay. Good job. Nice. Let's have Source heal that regret. Okay, good job. And let you know it's safe and possible too. There we go. And then also there's burdens on top of the regret. So let's lift the burdens of all 3 of those regrets. And look, you can always come back and listen to this again and just get those regrets down or write it down, press pause on this recording and then write them down and then go back and do it. So that's okay. And then just release the burden from holding on to the regret number 1 and send that to God's light. There we go. Regret number 2. And regret number 3. There And it will go, just so you know, it's gonna leave you, it's gonna heal in your own divine timing, not in mine, just yours. But it will do it when you're ready. Okay. Now let's show you how to get out, what it feels like to get out that energy that's kind of holding you down, that's been keeping you a little heavy energy and kind of impeding your progress here. There's just some psychic energy. It's the best way I could put it. Let's just release that from here. And I'm getting, and I have to say, you know, I've been talking a lot about the 27-9 feng shui, where you take 27 items out for 9 days in a row. That really supercharged me to do that. Just clearing the clutter. And I think that all of the work that we do, all the people who come to this, all of you in my community, and I'm in yours, and you don't know what that last thing's going to be that's just going to kind of open it up for you. And it doesn't mean that all the other work you did didn't work and this one thing did work. It just means that everything together was the perfect storm or the perfect recipe for you to be able to move forward. And what I found for me is that I've cleared a lot of energetic clutter, and I always do, and so it still comes up, so I definitely haven't achieved nirvana or anything like that. I just have a really great coping mechanism and a coping tool technique to use to help me and understand. And what I've also noticed is when my physical space is cleared, especially my office, then all of a sudden I feel like I can breathe again, and there's all these possibilities. So that's my deal. And if it's yours, then I encourage you to do the 27-9 and just start out and write it on your list every single day. You don't have to do 27 items at once. You can do a few items in the morning, a few items in the afternoon, kind of do that, and then just have them out by the nighttime. And if you stop and you don't finish 9 days in a row, you have to start over again. So, which is probably just a way also, if you think about it, that you had more clutter to clear. So you just want to keep it going. So I encourage you to clear your space, if it's your closets, if it's your office, if it's your car, if it's your purse. Those are all my areas. There we go. It's really making me happy, and I think why it's making me happy is because I'm doing the things I've wanted to do and I felt so resistant to. And also remember, you just have to get to the point where you can still feel resistant and do it anyways. Does that make sense? Because this is what I noticed that with the feng shui, and I'm going to keep doing it, I'm going to keep clearing out at least for the next week and then keep looking at that, is that I can feel resistance, but I don't have to wait till everything is completely done and oh my gosh, I'm so clear I can do anything. It's like I can feel the resistance, and in my head I can go, just do it anyways, and then I can do it and I'm fine. And then I get this added bonus of this thing, this incompletion that's been on my list for so long is no longer there, and I'm no longer holding it. It's no longer a burden. It's no longer dragging me down. And all of a sudden, boom. And I just did a big one last night where I was tired and I didn't want to do anything and I didn't want to work. And I ended up just going, okay, well, just sit down. And I'm like, I'm resistant. I don't want to do it. I'm like, okay, so do it anyways. And I actually sat down and did it. I took a lot of breaks to come back, but it worked. And I got it done, and I'm so happy today. It's such a great feeling. So I invite you to join me on that. There we go. Just clearing you up and showing you what it feels like to be able to sustain motivation and inspiration. There's a great quote. It says, motivation pushes and inspiration pulls. So let's show you how to find your inspiration from God's perspective, what it feels like that it's safe to and impossible to. Your inspiration for moving forward in the way that you want. And a lot of that is going to be your why, your intrinsic why. What is it that makes you want to do the things that you're doing in your life right now, that makes you feel like you're living your purpose? That's your intrinsic why. So let's show you how to open up to that. There's also the selfish why, which is, why selfishly do you like doing what you're doing? So that could be like, for me, I get to wear jeans to work every day because you can't see them. All I have to do is put on a decent shirt. Okay? And I can work with anybody that I want, and I love that. And then there's your altruistic why, which could be how are you making the world a better place, right? And when you connect to all of those whys, you're going to have your inspiration. There we go. Beautiful. All right, my friends. I'm going to show you how to and what it feels like to be able to sustain this inspiration just by revisiting your whys, okay? So it's a very logical thing you can do. And how to sustain motivation too. What it feels like that it's possible to and that it's safe to. Beyond these 2 weeks that we all feel this in the new year. And that's okay. And we can always check in with ourselves, and that's what's so great about Tuesday Tuneups, is you can come in and check in just for 15 minutes. And then you're off on your day, which is where we're at right now. So let's have Source give you a body healing. Yay. And let you know who you are from God's perspective with all these changes that will continue to evolve for you. Let's center you in this dimension, close all dimensional doors, anchor and ground, which, like I've said every week since I started this is how you get back into your body so you can actually function again and just do normal things. All right, my friends, I hope my wish for you is this year is abundant and joyful, full of love and good news for you and for all your loved ones and everyone on this planet. We sure need healing, and the more healing we do, the more we bring it out into our world and pay it forward. Wonderful. All right, my friends, goodbye and God bless. And see you next week.